Rich on paper, broke in reality, the middle class trap. What if the life you are living is just a high-cost performance, and behind the scenes, you are sinking? Millions of people today are technically successful on paper. They have the title, the house, the car, and the steady income. But if their paycheck stopped tomorrow, they wouldn't even last 3 months. They are trapped in a reality where they are working harder than ever, yet they have never felt further away from actual freedom. This is the middle class trap, being rich on paper, but broke in reality. The core of this trap is the visibility paradox. You are under constant pressure to look the part. You buy the brand name clothes, the latest phone, and the expensive car because that is what success is supposed to look like. You are spending money you don't have, on things you don't need, to impress people you don't even like. And while your social media feed looks like you are living the dream, your bank account is screaming for mercy. You are sacrificing your future stability for a present-day illusion. The second, and perhaps most dangerous, component of this trap is credential inflation. You spend your entire life collecting degrees, certifications, and titles, believing that these pieces of paper are your ticket to wealth. But a degree is just a prerequisite for a job, it is not a wealth-building asset. By the time you land a good salary, you have accumulated so much student debt that your early, most productive years are spent digging yourself out of a financial hole. You are starting the race with weights tied to your ankles, while the system cheers you on for your career progression. Then, there is the fixed cost spiral. As your income increases, your lifestyle doesn't just grow, it anchors itself to your new salary. You move to a more expensive neighborhood, take on a larger mortgage, and subscribe to a premium lifestyle. Before you know it, you are locked in. You need that high-paying, stressful job just to keep the lights on in your new house. You are no longer working to grow, you are working to maintain. You have effectively become a prisoner of your own address. The middle-class trap also relies on the safety myth. You are told to save in a traditional bank account, keep your money in low-yield bonds, and put your trust in a corporate pension plan. While you feel safe, you are actually losing purchasing power every single day due to inflation. You are playing a losing game while thinking you are being responsible. True wealth is not about hoarding cash. It is about deploying capital into assets that outpace the cost of living. By being too safe, you are ensuring your eventual financial failure. Furthermore, there is the asset blindness. The middle class is taught to buy liabilities, not assets. You buy a house and call it an investment, even if it is eating up your cash flow with maintenance, taxes, and interest. You buy a car and call it an asset, even though it depreciates the moment you drive it off the lot. Real assets, businesses, dividend-paying stocks, intellectual property, are rarely discussed in the middle-class curriculum. You are trained to be a consumer of products, not an owner of equity. The psychological toll is the most overlooked part of this trap. You are in a constant state of quiet desperation. You are tired, stressed, and burnt out, but you cannot stop because you are terrified of losing the lifestyle you have so painstakingly built. You have created a cage, and you are the one guarding the door. You look at the wealthy and assume they are just lucky, failing to see that they play by a completely different set of rules. They own, you rent. They scale, you trade time. They invest for cash flow, you consume for status. To break out, you must admit that the game you are playing is fixed. You have to stop looking at your salary as the end goal and start seeing it as the tool. Your paycheck is the ammunition you use to buy back your time. Stop paying for the status, stop accumulating liabilities, and start buying ownership. Audit your expenses with the brutality of a business owner. If an expense doesn't have an ROI, it is a cancer on your future. You don't need a high-paying job to be wealthy. You need a system that functions without you. You need to stop being the employee who works for money and start being the investor whose money works for them. The middle class trap is not a life sentence, it is a mindset. The moment you decide to prioritize net worth over net lifestyle, the walls of the trap start to crumble. Most people will stay in this loop until the day they die, hoping that one more promotion or one more raise will finally make them feel secure. But that day will never come as long as you are playing the consumption game. The only way to win is to stop playing their version of success and start building your own. You have the potential to be truly wealthy, but it requires the courage to walk away from the illusion. Will you keep performing for the sake of appearances, or will you finally start building a reality that you actually own? The choice is yours, but time is the one thing you cannot afford to waste. The trap is reinforced by the convenience tax. In the middle class, you are constantly paying a premium for convenience because you have no time left. You order food instead of cooking, you pay for subscriptions you rarely use, and you hire services for tasks you could easily do yourself. You are essentially paying to sustain your own exhaustion. This constant drain of capital isn't just about the money, it's about the fact that you are trading your wealth for a few minutes of relief from a schedule you created for yourself. Another layer of this trap is social signaling. You are surrounded by peers who are all running the same race. You see them buy a new car, and you feel the pressure to upgrade yours so you don't look like you're falling behind. It is a collective delusion. Everyone in the group is one crisis away from financial ruin, yet everyone is acting like everything is perfectly fine. You must develop the strength to be the odd one out. Real wealth often looks like a boring, low-profile life while you secretly accumulate assets that will eventually give you total autonomy. Then there is the debt service loop. The middle class is the primary target for banks offering credit. They give you the means to buy things you haven't earned yet, turning your future labor into current debt. Every monthly payment you make is a portion of your freedom handed over to an institution. You aren't just paying interest, you are paying for the privilege of working harder for longer. If you have any consumer debt, you are not actually the owner of your life, the bank holds the deed. Furthermore, we must address the ignorance of skill. Many middle-class professionals get stuck focusing on a single stream of income, their salary. They spend their energy trying to optimize that one stream, but they never build a second or third. The wealthy understand that true security is found in diversification. If you have only one income source, your risk is total. You must start small, even if it is just a side hustle or a small investment, to prove to yourself that income can be generated outside of your traditional job description. Finally, consider the comfort crisis. You have become so accustomed to the standard of living your job provides that you are afraid to lose it. This fear makes you predictable, docile, and easy to manage. You are the perfect employee because you have too much to lose. When you shift your mindset to value freedom over comfort, you become dangerous to the status quo. You become someone who can say no, someone who can pivot, and someone who can finally build a life of genuine ownership. The middle-class trap exists only as long as you fear the loss of its superficial benefits. Step out of the cycle, embrace a leaner, more intentional life, and begin the real work of building a legacy that belongs entirely to you.